Hi, this is Chris again. I'm here to talk about Unit 64, Example number 4 in the Mathematics for Machine Technology book by Smith and Peterson. I'm an instructor at Shoreline Community College. The first thing we need to do is to analyze the problem. This is quite a complicated problem, but what is it we're going to need to solve for angle x? Well, we're going to need vertical information, and to do that we'll need a triangle up here, second triangle here. If we have our 6,350 here and the 1 and the 1.536, solve these triangles for our verticals, then we can calculate this side of angle x. Next, the information at the bottom, the 2 and 750 thousandths minus the 850 thousandths will give us the length at the bottom. With those two pieces of information, we can calculate angle x and solve our problem. So let's get going. First, we'll start with the calculation of this distance y. 6 and 350 thousandths minus 1 gives us 5 and 350 thousandths. That's y. Now let's calculate this triangle. Side A1 will be the hypotenuse. We'll need the hypotenuse, which is 2 and 200 thousandths. And the angle, which was given to us, that's 22 degrees. So the cosine of 22 degrees times the hypotenuse will equal the adjacent. Substituting in our values, we get this. And finally, our adjacent is 2.0398048. Now let's take a look at this other triangle. This time we're going to look for the opposite, and we have the hypotenuse. But what's the angle to calculate O2? Well, since this side of our triangle is perpendicular to that angle, and this side of our triangle is perpendicular to that angle, and this is perpendicular to that side of the triangle, our triangles are similar, so this angle is actually the same. So now, solving for the sine of this angle, to solve for the opposite side, we rearrange. So the hypotenuse times the sine of the angle equals O2. Substituting in our value for the hypotenuse and for the sine, multiplying, we find out that O2 is 1.030168132. Now to calculate A3, we'll need the difference between our two values, 2 and 750 thousandths and 850 thousandths, which gives us 1 and 900 thousandths. Now I think we've got all the information we need to solve our problem. So let's calculate O3. To do that, we'll take y, add O2, and then subtract A1 and 1.560. Substituting in the values, y minus O2 plus O2 rather, minus 2, and then that, add those, subtract that, and we have 2.780363,652 for O3. Now we've got O3 and A3. We'll use the tangent function since we have the opposite and the adjacent sides. Substitute in our values. 2.780363,652 divided by 1.900 gives us 1.463349291. Look that up in our tangent table. we have an angle of 55.6527, 1083 degrees, or 55 degrees 39 minutes, 9 seconds. That's the answer to our problem. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Bye.